Hello everyone, welcome to the LigerCast. We will be your hosts for today. I am Sujane.
I am Sarirot.
And I am Pisa.
Today we are going to talk about being disabled.
We will have a story for you and some interview.
And now let's listen to the story.
The two little Pegasus.
Once there was two Pegasus. One of the Pegasus' name is Heather, a male Pegasus, and the other Pegasus, which is a female, named Julia.
There was a family of crows that adopted Julia when she was just a little baby Pegasus.
Julia was living a very nice and a living life.
The family decided to adopt another Pegasus, which name is Heather.
Julia was a very good sister. She teaches Heather everything he needs to know in life, and also she helps him to come out of his shell.
However, as Julia got older, she became sick. Her sickness was so serious that she became blind.
The experience of being blind for her is really scary, especially she has to change and adapt to being blind.
She has to change the way she does things every day, especially going outside.
Now she is still living an amazing and happy life and still going on adventure.
How?
Well, she will always have her family and friends who will always be there for her.
Now Heather leads Julia everywhere with a string tied to her and him.
Because when he needed her help, she is always there for him. So now, when Julia needs help, he will always be there for her.
The moral of the story is, just because it is hard and difficult, it doesn't mean that you should give up on yourself and the people around you. You need to find that someone who will always be there for you.
We went to the Liger Leadership Campus to ask staff and cohorts from a different age and background. And here's what we got.
In our interview, we asked people 3 different questions.
The first question is, what do you think about people with disability?
I think it's very hard for anybody in this world who does not have the full use of all the senses that we have typically been given. So it's very hard to imagine how people's life would be if they don't have everything that we have, because quite sadly we often take it for granted and we forget how lucky we are to be able to see everything in the world, to be able to touch everything, to be able to walk or run or swim. So I really think empathy is the word that I would use, is for people to try and understand other people that don't have everything that you have. And never forget what you have and to use it to the best of your ability all the time. And to give anything you can, any time you have, to help other people.
I think people with disabilities are special, and they may be limited with some of their learning abilities. But overall, I've worked with people with disabilities before, and I'm fascinated by how they learn and all of the different things that they can do if they're just given the chance. And so I think people with disabilities have beautiful personalities, and they're very fascinating and very interesting people.
The second question is, if you are disabled, what will be a big impact in your life?
As far as people with disabilities, it's very hard for me to say.
If I was disabled, I think I would be curious about what life would be like without a disability, maybe. I think the biggest impact would probably be the limitations for learning and communicating. Those would probably be the biggest impacts to my life.
And the third question is, if you can share some encouraging messages or quote to people both with disability and typical people, what will it be?
I want to tell typical people that bullying is not fun to other people feeling such as disabled person.
some encouraging words or messages that I would want to share to people who are either working with people with disabilities or are just curious about it. I think that typical people should offer more opportunities for people with disabilities to learn, and I think that we should never underestimate those people because they're given to us on this earth to study, to learn from, and to share life with. And so I think that we should never give up on them, or we should never limit them because they are capable of doing so much more than we could probably ever imagine.
Anything encouraging to them, because I'm not in their shoes. All I can do is show that I care for them when I meet them, try and raise awareness about people who don't respect other people and try and include them. I think, everybody should be included in society in as many ways as possible. So always trying to do everything we can to include everyone in society.